Hello world of YouTube, it's your buddy B2J135. I'm coming back at you with another Pokemon Black 2, White 2 Wi-Fi battle. No, it's not a Smogon Wi-Fi battle, we will have a couple of those coming up soon, but this is just another friend battle I have with somebody that is a user from Smogon originally found, DarkBlitz720. So, yeah, he's pretty good at, Pokemon in general, and I like the guy. He's cool, he's really smart, and he's pretty good when it comes to Pokemon, but sometimes things happen and you get angry and yeah, anyway. This was a good match. It's just people make mistakes and things happen and then people get angry and don't want to talk to you anymore, but that's not the case here. It seems like that was what could have happened. I basically induced him into raging so hard at me. It was just so funny. But yeah, I'm not going to spoil the whole thing. I'm just gonna tell you he cussed me out a couple times. But anyway, let's go into the battle preview here. He's got Crobat, Victini, Blastoise, Cobalion, Shaman, and Rhyperior. And I go with Venomoth, Uxie, Hitmontop, Honchkrow, Blastion, Bisharp, and Zapdos. So, here's the funny story. I actually told him, come on dude, play me an Inu. He's like, I don't play Inu. I don't play Inu. I do not play Inu. And I'm like, why don't you play Inu? Because I don't. I'm like, learn. That's what I wanted to play. When he challenged me, this is actually a makeup battle for the stream I did a couple weeks ago, and he didn't get a chance to battle on stream, so he was upset and wanted to hound me down and say, dude, it's time to battle. So, funny little story about that. And then we got the UU match, and just you guys will see what'll happen here. So yeah, also video number, check it out on your own 3DS, DS, DSi, whatever game you're using to play your Pokemon Black 2, White 2, Black, White, whatever it may be. Alright, let's go ahead and get into this crazy battle here. Ah, yes. Haven't heard that theme in a while, huh? Yeah, I decided to go old school and kick back to the, well, this actually isn't the regular battle theme. This is actually the Subway theme, and I prefer this theme over the regular one. It's kind of a remix. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. He goes for a U-turn as I go for the Quiver Dance here, but he brings in a U-turn and he goes into Cobalion. Oh, excuse me, I actually go for Sleep Powder. I'm going to allow him for Quiver Dance. But yes, I go for the Sleep Powder, and of course that's going to sleep him, but he goes with the Lumberry on his, I guess that was because it could also be a lead, I don't know, but yeah, he has a Lumberry on it, and so he switches out as I go for another Sleep Powder, which means, I can keep going until something stays asleep. And even with his Shaman, which has Natural Cure, Shaman doesn't learn anything else, if he switches out, I can still put something to sleep because of Natural Cure. So I'm going to stay in and go for the Quiver Dance. I would have tested my luck and gone for another Sleep Powder, but whatever, I'll go for the Quiver Dance here, just, start being a bitch. He hates Venomoth. I think he hates Quiver Dance in general, but especially Venomoth with the Baton Pass. And he was just like, are you serious? Why did you bring this thing? And I'm like, because it's borderline 2. It's UU acceptable. It's borderline 2. Oh, it's so terrible. I'm like, yeah. So I actually Quiver Dance and Baton Pass into Emolga, aka Zapdos. They are both of the same type. And I go for the Heat Wave here, and because I thought he might switch in. I wasn't sure. Maybe he would be a set that stays in, has high special defense, and goes for Thunder Wave, one of those Thunder Wave Volt Switch sets, but he actually switches in the Rhyperior, and he gets the burn, and I was like, ooh, you must be upset. But I'm actually faster than him, obviously, so I'm going to get a chance to take him out with this Hidden Power Ice, but I get the crit. I think it mattered. I'm not sure. Oh, I didn't get a crit. I'm going ahead of myself here, I don't know why, but no, I didn't get the crit. I don't think that would have mattered anyway, even if I did get a crit. But for some idiotic reason, I decided to stay in on the Victini, knowing gosh darn well I can't take a V-Create, because this isn't the bold one. This is the calm version, because I want the maximum for the Quiver Dance. It means you can take Ice Beams all day. But he gets a crit, and that did not matter. I'm almost certain. And takes down my Zapdos. Now I go into Uxie here. Yukishi is its Japanese name, as he switches into his Shaman. I kind of predicted that, and I go for the Thunder Wave. He predicted the Thunder Wave, but I'm like, okay, you can predict all you want, but as long as you have Natural Cure, I can just bring what's the name and just Sleep Powders again. So I actually go for the Stealth Rock, and he stays in and goes for the Seed Flare, and I'm like, okay, Jirachi can take a couple of Seed Flares. This is actually the bold Jirachi, but oh my god, Uxie, not Jirachi. It looks like Jirachi from what I'm looking at because it's shiny and it has the same body shape and everything. I'm sorry, guys. Uxie can take a solar beam. Jesus Christ. Seed Flare, no problem from Shaman. I'm guessing the Shaman's probably like timid or something. So I go into Mothra here as I go from the U-turn, and he now goes for Rest, and I'm like, you just full of surprises, aren't you? That's actually a pretty good set. Rest, Substitute, Leech Seeds, Seed Flare. That's probably what he has. But I go for the Quiver Dance here as he brings in Crobat, and I'm like, as long as I'm faster than you, I can still deal with you. But I want to put it to sleep because he still doesn't have anything else to sleep, and I want to get the maximum number of Quiver Dances I can, and then bring in Uxie and just start doing craziness. So I go for the Sleep Powder on the Crobat. Excuse me. I go for the Sleep Powder on the Crobat, and then start setting up my Quiver Dances here. And now I can really see why he was starting to cuss me out. Like, fucking, girl, I hate this thing. Why did you bring this thing? He keeps telling me that. I'm like, it's Water Light too, and nobody seems to use it. So I'm getting all like, why are you mad at me? What did I do? So he's all upset. So I'm like, let me just see how much this does. And yeah, of course, Bug to 4 times resistant. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when I did Bug Buzz. I was just like, I just want to see how much this would do. But I'm like, you know what? Let me just take these +2 on everything and bring in Uxie and just start doing stupidness. So he wakes up on this turn as I go for the well, I don't go for anything, but on the next turn, I believe I go for the Psychic just to, you know, start doing damage. Uxie, like I said, this is the bold one, but the boost that it gets from Venomoth makes it a threat. So I go for the Psychic and just see how much this does to it. That is a lot, and this isn't even a Life Orb set, so that is a lot. So he's like, you know what? I'm done. I give up. And he ran. He ran after he used Earth Power on Uxie, thinking I'm going to switch out. He ran. He gave up in general. I induced him to rage quit. I can't believe that. I'm like, oh my god, I induced somebody to rage quit. Holy shit. Then I never did that in Pokemon, so that was my first time. I'm like, I'm sorry, Hassan. Fuck you. He was like, fuck you. I'm just going to run fucking a Baton Pass set with Gorbis and some shit on you next time. And I'm like, you do that. I'm going to have Stealth Rocks. Don't care. So I'm just like, Baton Pass is very useful. I just got to figure out how to use it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Links in the description for his channel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. And I will see you guys in another battle. B2J135 signing out. Deuces.